All of us understand what happened this morning and the tragedy of it, and my deepest sympathies to the family of a 37-year-old Minnesota resident, a lawful firearm concealed permit carrier, something that I've been lectured to by Republicans for decades. It is not only your right, it's your duty. We know that the potential to further inflame tensions is high, and to Minnesotans, there's a difference. We want calm and peace and normalcy back to our lives. They want chaos. We cannot and we will not give them what they want by meeting violence with violence. Minnesota and our local law enforcement, as you have seen, have done everything possible to de-escalate. Local media has reported extensively on the cooperation to de-escalate this situation. Donald Trump, I call on you once again, remove this force from Minnesota. They are sowing chaos and violence. We've seen deadly violence from federal agents again and again and again. But in contrast to that, on these frozen streets, what you witnessed yesterday was the best of Minnesotans, peacefully exercising their...
Okay, right there. These people are not being peaceful protesters. These people are being combative. They are fighting against ICE. If these people were combative, if they were peaceful, they would have a permit. They would be up on a sidewalk or on a street, which they got the permit for, and they would be in be at a location at a certain time so that they can coordinate to peacefully protest. These people are not there to peacefully protest. They are there to riot against ICE and to be combative, which ultimately leads to people getting shot and killed, which is not a good thing. That's why you have permits. That's why you have things in order that say, hey, ICE, just to notify you, these protesters are going to be here at this time. They don't like you. They hate you. This is where they're going to be. Okay, ICE is going to avoid that. But what's happening right now is these people are communicating using signal to let each other know, hey, ICE is going to be at this time doing this investigation. They're here around the corner. Go get them. Go fuck with them. Go right now and go mess with them. And you don't want to do that because then they get frazzled and they have firearms. And when you get up in their face and you're messing with them, they are going to shove you. They're going to push you away. They're going to say, go over there. Get out of our investigation. You're messing with federal law enforcement. Get away. And if you don't listen to them and you give them shit and you're fighting the federal law enforcement and you're not being peaceful, you could get shot. That's the result that's happening right now. And I'm not saying that's a good thing. I'm saying that's a horrible thing. And I don't want to see people get shot and killed. It's a horrible thing. Nobody should be killed for their values or what they believe in, what they stand for. But if you think in your mind that it's a good thing that you're doing God's work by going out and fighting with federal law enforcement officers, you can be shot. And I'm not saying that's good. Again, not good, but it can happen. So listen to the federal law and do not listen to Tim Walz because it's leading to more people leading an insurrection, leading to more violence and more people getting killed. And we'll finish this clip and then I'll continue to share the rest of my thoughts.
First Amendment rights. And I attended in the church basement hundreds of Minnesotans from all faith packing care packages for families that have been ripped apart. Despite the horrific acts by this federal government, Minnesotans are standing up for the rule of law. They're protesting loudly and urgently, but peacefully. It must stay that way, Minnesota. Minnesotans are witnessing, and we're creating a log of evidence for the future prosecution of ICE agents and officials responsible.
Wow. Wow, dude, that is a bold statement right there. That is a bold statement to make, dude. They are going to be prosecuting federal law enforcement and ICE agents. Wow. Okay. I see where they're going. Yeah, okay. Well, if you're going to be prosecuting federal law enforcement agents for simply doing their job, then you need to be prosecuted for the billions of dollars that was laundered that went to terrorist organizations out in Somalia called Al-Shabaab. Where is the federal law enforcement? Where's the prosecution there? Oh, these people, man. These people have the balls. This is the guy. This is the issue. That is your leader in Minnesota, and he is inciting this type of behavior for the people to do this type of behavior. He's telling his own people to do this stuff. And it is leading to them being combative with ICE and getting shot and killed. So if you like that clip and you want the full breakdown, the stream is linked right here on the channel. Go click it. Let me know what you guys' thoughts are in the comments, and I'll get back to you personally. Thanks.